police them are running in. We're pulling weight, but we know the dream. Oh. We on point, oh boy. We're balling international. No time, baby. You got to know we are the guys.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping over, and if you like what you see or what you hear, please do not hesitate to subscribe. And if you're my returning subscriber, thank you so much for watching. You are the real MVP. So for introduction, I am that original Naija chick. I make lifestyle straight talking videos and anything that interests me, including reviews, hauls, food recipes. I also do commentary on viral videos as well as crime stories every Monday. I post it on Tuesdays, so I make the stories on Monday and I try to post it on Tuesday. So the video you're watching now is part of my crime series rather. I get my inspiration from crime books, I get my inspiration from television shows, as well as the internet. So with the lack of, with the lack of nothing to do with my hands, I am going to be doing my makeup in front of you. So we're going to be talking about the Ghanaian Strangler. Now, the year 1997 to 2000 was like dark years for people in Ghana, because the bodies of women were turning up on the streets left and right. They were found in a very bizarre form. They were strangled, their legs were sprawled apart, and they were raped. Also, their genitals were mutilated. And in some of the crime scenes, they found syringes and things that looked like drugs, like they were drugged. And sometimes it was just blood in the syringe, like they extracted some blood from their bodies. Now, from the period of 1997 to 2000, 30 bodies were discovered, and these bodies were of females who hawk stuff on the streets, like people who sell food, and of course sex workers. Now, why these people who sell food were vulnerable is that in Africa we have a system here that things are not really regulated like that, especially petty trades. If you are a petty trader, you can just up and go and start up a business here. And I'm using the Nigerian model, but I don't think Ghana is too different from Nigeria. I mean, we have basically the same culture and we do things the same way. We used to say that Ghanaians are like our younger brother. So what happens is someone can just wake up in the morning and decide on a business, maybe to sell food to workers on the street so they can cook from their home kitchen. Generally they put it in a truck and move from street to street or houses to houses. So because of the kind of job they do, they were very, very vulnerable to sick people, which was the case in Ghana. Bodies of these women were turning up in Accra, which is the biggest city in Ghana, and also in Kumasi, which is like the second biggest city in Ghana. Now, because of the way these people were murdered and the place they were murdered, the killings were termed the Mataheko murders, because it generally happened in the Mataheko area of Accra, Ghana, or Kumasi, Accra, between those two places. Now, during year 2000, now it got really worse year 2000 because two gruesome murders with the same patterns, like strangulation, raped and kept in awkward postures where the genitals were exposed. The genitals of one of the women was actually mutilated, so it got the residents scared in Kumasi. So when they protested, the government was actually changed. The Inspector General of Police was let go and the Minister of Security was let go. And it so happened that that was the time of elections in Ghana. So they voted in a man named John Kufuor. John Kufuor got into power because he promised to restore public safety, which by all means the people needed. So, but he got into office and he found that the lackadaisical nature of the Ghanaian police, there were no documentation of actual murders. They had pictures. In fact, the whole investigation process was just, I would say it was not professional. It so happened one time when Louis Fretch, an FBI agent, was going for like an annual meeting in South Africa. I think the meeting is called, let me check. I think the meeting is called NARS. Let me check the meaning of NARS. It's called National Academy Associate Retraining Session. Retraining session, okay, it's like where they go to train African people. So general crime investigation teaching. So he was going to South Africa at that time, and he happened to stop by in Accra. And this the president of Ghana told him the ailings of the people of Ghana, that they are under a siege by a serial killer who was killing women. So what he did was he then brought in a 10-man squad. Now this 10-man squad included a squad for to solve child abduction and serial modeling, and also he brought in someone who does polygraph. I've forgotten the name of people who do that, but they do polygraphic testing. So I trained them on geographical profiling. They trained them on how to, narrow down their search into geographical areas and profiling and all that crime sweet things. In the year 2001, after their whole search, they zeroed in on a man named Charles Quansah. Now, let me give you a brief history about Charles Quansah. I really like to go into the background of the serial killers because I can grow their childhood, always tell a lot about their stories. So I actually enjoy looking at the kind of homes they came out from. I also enjoy looking at the activities they indulged in, if they joined a cult, if they were gang members and all that. So, but I couldn't find any data online that talked about Mr. Charles's childhood. But all I found was a record from when he was 18 years old. 18 years old, at 18 in 1986, he was arrested for raping a woman, and he was sentenced to 9 months imprisonment with hard labor. Then in 1987, he raped another woman, and he raped another woman. Then he was sentenced to 3 years imprisonment with hard labor. Now, during his time in prison, he met a man named John Breath. Now, John Breath, outside the prison, was a really good carpenter. So he taught Mr. Charles carpentry. After he served his time, 3 years later, he got out of prison and went to the town of Kumasi, where he worked in a lumber yard as a carpenter. Then during the course of that time, he got a girlfriend by the name Anne Sewa. Now, Anne Sewa lived with him, as a couple. They weren't married though. So during the course of living with him, because of his nature of his job, he could go away for a very, very long time. He could go maybe to Accra, Ghana for a very long time to do like outside jobs. So she was actually used to him going away for some time. But there was this particular period he went away for 2-3 days. But he came back when she was at work. And when she came back, she didn't meet him. So she assumed that, that probably he had something to do urgently. That was why he left. So the next day, she decided to do laundry. In the laundry basket, she found a waterproof or a plastic bag with something in it. She opened the plastic bag, and what she found in the plastic bag was quite shocking. It shook her to the extent that she took that content to the police, thinking something had happened to her boyfriend, Mr. Charles. What she found was a bloody shirt, a t-shirt that was filled with blood. So she took the t-shirt to the police, thinking that something must have happened. So she made a report that she thinks her boyfriend was hurt. Now, Ghanaian police, being what they are, they didn't really go into the investigation. She just made a statement and they took it on surface level. They didn't pursue further the investigation. They didn't pursue an investigation. They just let it slide. So when Mr. Charles got home, after some days, the girlfriend confronted him with the bloody cloth, and that was when he strangled her. After strangulation, he tied her legs, wide apart, and proceeded to rape her her cold dead body, after which he took some pictures. This happened shortly before he was then nabbed by the police. So after he was caught, he was brought in for questioning, and during the course of his questioning, he buckled. He initially denied that he had no involvement with the murders. So, but after a lot of investigation, he buckled, and he admitted to killing 9 women, including his girlfriend Ansewa, who came to report him to the police. So, but the police are saying that he actually killed more than 9 women, because there were 30 cases that were like it was done by one person, and he knew inside details that only a killer would know. Yeah, remember that this was the FBI that was actually questioning him, so it was like they knew what they were doing this time. So when he made this confession, he was now sent for trial. But something happened. When he told them about the killings, he said he was led by a spirit, an evil spirit. Now, come again. If you look at most of African serial killers, they always not take responsibilities for their killings. They always say it's the devil, or they say it's a spirit that has caused it. And I know why, actually. It is easier. Africa generally is a religious country. So it is easier to buy the minds of people by exempting yourself from activity, from what you have done, and claiming is the spirit. In that way, you would not get so much judgment upon you. People will not judge you so much. They'll be like, he was not himself when he did it. He should be pardoned, that kind of thing. Another reason is that probably they are scared to take responsibilities. I don't know the thing between African serial killers and blaming the devil or blaming some sort of evil spirit. But that is what he did. He blamed an evil spirit for, making him kill those women. So, because of his confession, the police then remembered a cloth that was a T-shirt that was brought in by his murdered ex-girlfriend, and they tested the clothing and they found his DNA and also they found his DNA in that T-shirt and the DNA sample of one of his victims, also a lady. So they quickly arrested him and put him on trial. Whilst on trial, he got a lot of friends worldwide, especially from Europe. A lot of Europeans were fascinated by him. He had lots of pen pals. During trial, he was found guilty and he was sentenced to death by hanging. Now, I don't think Ghanaian have the death penalty at that time, but officially he was sentenced to death by hanging, and he was kept in prison. Till date, he's still in prison. He has not been hung. He was kept on death row. I don't know how long they keep him on death row in Ghana. If you're Ghanaian, please let me know if you know anything about this. So, in 2002, he appealed the case. In 2005, he appealed the case. 2007, he also appealed the case till 2010. Now, something strange happened in 2010. His file was no longer found in prison, so as it is now, the police are really not doing anything about him. He's still in jail, but he has a lot of fans worldwide. This thing with serial killing, I don't know how people actually. I don't know how they get a lot of fans, really. A lot of people, especially from Europe, I fan to him and they still send him fan letters and still fund his appeal. He gets monetary gifts from his fans worldwide. He has fans ranging from the US, from Holland. People still send him messages, and people found he's still in prison. At one time, the police intercepted a letter that was supposed to go to Holland to a friend. I'll read the letter to you. It says, "Dear Camille." Camille is someone from Holland who is a friend to Mr. Charles. So he wrote, "It's still Charles, your beloved friend, reaching you from Nsawam prison. I hope all is well with you in Holland. Camille, I once again express my sincere gratitude to you for the love you are showing towards me. God bless you richly. I received your letter dated July 7, 2007. The Bible you requested for, I gave it to Pastor for posting, so I'm sure you will soon receive it. About painting, writing, and drawing that you want to know whether I do, please no, I don't. Since I heard of my mother's stroke, I have not heard any news about her, but I am sure she's responding to treatment. You also asked about the amount of money I would like you to send for my appeal. Please, an amount of $5,000 will be fine. My regards to your friends and family. Yours sincerely, Charles Quansah. So he has a lot of friends like that who send him money. Till date, he's still in prison. He's not been hung yet. So, guys, I don't know what the Ghanaian prison system is like. I don't know what they do to their criminals, but he's still alive and well. But peace has since returned to Ghana. Everyone is, there are crimes here and there, but that is the only Ghanaian serial killer till date. No serial killer has been reported ever, so that's a good thing. He's in jail. So guys, if you like these kinds of stories, please do not fail to subscribe, click on the like button, turn on post notification bell. I'll sure to bring you more stories like this every Monday. Just watch out for my other videos. I think I'm almost covering Africa because we do not have records of a lot of serial killers in Africa. So I'm contemplating if I should go to Asia and Europe. If you made it to the end of this video, please type in which continent you want me to cover. Do you want me to cover Asia or do you want me to cover Europe? Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.